Right, I wanted to make another video for those of you who might have a little bit less experience with electronics. Now, I understand when you say the word electronics and electricity, some people think that there is some danger involved when you work with electricity. And that is true. You know, if you work with electricity at home, you can get shocked. In fact, you can kill yourself if you are not careful. And when you carry like high charge batteries in an airplane, they can explode. And yeah, we have these typical associations of, you know, things are electrical with things going wrong, such as getting fires, explosions, and all kinds of damaging situations. Now, some of you have no prior experience, and I have seen that in the past in other courses that I've taught that at the beginning it can be a bit intimidating to approach all this stuff. So I wanted to just do a little demo. I'm going to, right now over here I have my laptop. So this is my MacBook. You don't see the whole thing because I have a pretty close cameras, my camera is pretty close to my setup, but that's my USB port. Let's see, let me make sure that it's fully in the image frame over there. So that's now connected to my MacBook. And if I plug the other end to the microcontroller, you will see that it will blink for just a sec, and that tells us that it's powered. Now this thing is receiving 5 volts from the USB port. All USB ports give you 5 volts, and if I touch now with my fingers, as you can see, it's perfectly safe to touch. You know, 5 volts and at the number of milliamps that this thing functions, they're really not dangerous. They're not dangerous to touch with your hands in any case. And yeah, most of the times we're going to be touching these electronics with our hands. So this is not just because I'm like tough or used to it or anything like that. It's really harmless. Like kids can also play with electronics of this kind, and they will also not be shocked. So there's really no reason to be afraid. You just go for it. Nothing really goes wrong. There are a few rules of thumb to keep in mind when you work with electronics, because you can really sometimes make a little you know, screw up and do something called a short circuit, and that will release a little bit of smoke and it will smell a bit burnt. There is no damage to you implied, but you will probably screw up your electronics. But if we keep to some basic rules of thumb, it should be, I mean, it's always safe to work with this stuff, but you should even be safe of short circuits that can burn your electronics. In any case, your laptop will never suffer any problem. The cable that goes to the laptop, most USB ports are protected for short circuiting as well, so there is no damage possible to the laptop, even when you screw things really badly on the proto board. So it's absolutely safe, and I hope you can face the challenges ahead fearlessly, and at least with electricity there is no reason to be afraid of it. I hope you find the means to do that. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.